And how easy it is to get this yearly game schedule?
Well, the head coach and I played pro soccer together. Jeff Hooker, one of the best coaches in the country and a phenomenal person, has run that program, has won like 1 million conference championships, 500,000 Coach of the Year titles, and a couple deep runs in the NCAA tournament. So the team's really good. They're really organized. And then the reason we like to go to Denver is because I coached there, and Coach Payne coached there. I ran a club there for 12 years. He ran a club there for 10 years. We have a lot of recruits in the Denver area. Our last 2 All-Americans were from Denver. So we get a lot of people come watch the game that are kind of looking at Texas Tech. So it's a total win-win. We get to play a really good team that's well organized and well coached, and we get to do it in a place that is a fertile recruiting ground for us.
And having that past relationship with that coach has got to make it easier to get this thing on the schedule every year. It's like, you want to do it? Absolutely.
That's pretty much how it goes. Jeff will text me and be like, "Are we on?" I'm like, "Yep." I'm like, "All right, see you in August." So it works out. They've been a good host, and we like to break camp. And usually it's to get a little bit out of the Texas heat, but of course we haven't had any heat this preseason, so maybe we'll get some when we get to Denver.
What percentage of D1 programs have an exhibition game?
I would say 99% play at least one preseason game. They don't all travel for it via airplane, but just our location and how much we love going to altitude and getting to Denver and doing some team bonding stuff when we get there, it just works for us, and so we've made it an annual tradition.
How much do you feel like that benefits you guys before they actually start counting for real? I'm sure college football probably sits there and wishes they had
for sure
some kind of exhibition game just to get kinks out of the way.
We like it a lot. We call the DU game the measuring stick, the X-ray. Like when we come out of that game, win, tie, or lose, we know so much about ourselves, and you didn't hurt your record in the process. So you can play everybody. The substitution rules are relaxed. All the freshmen will get a chance to show us what they have. So, and it's a beautiful setting. You know, it's at 5,200 feet, so it's a little bit higher than Lubbock. We appreciate getting under that duress a little bit. It just checks all the boxes for preparation.
Coach, have you decided on a starting goalkeeper this year?
No, they're going to wage that battle, I would think, most of the season. I mean, I think that they're doing a great job. CC's been waiting, and she's ready. But the young Canadian is well-trained and eager, and they're having a great time, and they're getting along. They're pushing each other. You know, the coaches are winning on this deal. So.
Coach, you were able to get a scrimmage in yesterday afternoon. What did you learn seeing these girls get after?
We learned that the offensive firepower that we had hoped to show up this year has, and that we're just going to be more dangerous in that final third. You know, we got the ball in a lot of great spots last year, but if you don't have somebody who can hit that, you know, mid-range jumper or dunk it from time to time, it doesn't matter if you get the shot. And last year we just didn't put enough of those chances away. And it looks like we've got some people a lot more comfortable in front of goal than we had. Some returnees just got better over the offseason, and the new guys are certainly eager to get at the goal. I think the 3 goals yesterday were all scored by freshmen.
How much is that freshman class kind of lived up to the billing that you might have thought? I know we haven't gotten into the season just yet.
Yeah, wait till they play away at
psyched about them in the fall.
Play away at Kansas in front of 3,000 people, and it's all different. But so far in preseason, they have done exactly what we hoped they could do, and in some cases even more. Cammie Burke has been better than we had hoped. She missed an entire year due to an injury and had about 6 months to get ready for us, and has been spectacular. So some have overachieved or overperformed, I should say, because we certainly knew she was capable of it, just not this quickly, and some are exactly what we thought they were, which is good news.
I'm sure you had a message for the girls after spring ball to get ready for the summer. How did they accept that message, and what was that message?
I think the main message was be ready. You know, the team has high expectations. So if you come in and within 2 days, I can tell you didn't train, you made other priorities, you're not in shape, don't worry, coach, I'll get there, it's too late. Like by the time we see that in you, it's too late. And our season's too short to wait for somebody to get ready. So I said, you got to come in ready. And if you come in ready and you all got a chance to play, and you know, these girls live for playing time. They live for their opportunities in front of 2,000 people here at Walker. So I think that message was well received, and our strength coaches tell us it's the best fitness we've ever come in at. We broke tons of records in all of our testing. Of course, that doesn't score you a goal or win you a game, but it allows you to do more in practice.
For Jordy, just to make first team preseason Big 12 and have an injury-shortened season, do you think that just speaks to the respect that people have for her, even though she wasn't able to get a full year out of it last year?
For sure. I mean, 2 of her 3 games, she just dominated, right? So those coaches voted for her for sure. And I think people just saw her on video in those games and thought, this is a kid who, if she stays healthy, is going to be great this year, 2017. And they're right. You know, she should perform at that high level. I was kind of surprised Brooke Denisek didn't make it, but when I looked at the list, to be honest, that's a heck of a team. I mean, that all Big 12 team is amazing. So I'm sure Brooke will get her shot at that list at some point. And, here's the difference. The preseason list is hype and hope, and then there's the postseason list is what you did. So let's hope Jordy's on that list at the end and a few more make their way on there.
Is there anything in particular you're looking to see from the team on the field Saturday?
That's a really interesting question, because normally I would just go, yeah, win, right? But in the preseason, there's got to be more than that. There's got to be, I think if we listen to priorities, it would be defensive cohesion from front to back, get our possession and passing rhythm going, and just being more dynamic and dangerous in the final third. That's probably going to be the pregame right there. Never get that 3 days early.
At this point, is your offense ahead of the defense, or is the defense ahead of the offense in practice?
I think organizationally, the defense is ahead because we brought back pretty much the same group. They're all just better. Organizationally, I would say the defense, but in terms of putting balls in the back of the net in preseason inter-squad scrimmages, the offense is ahead of the defense because they're scoring every game. I can't tell you how many preseasons those games in 1-0, 0-0, one penalty kick turns the game. And, you're kind of disappointed. And these games have been 3-1 and 4-0 and 3-0. And so I think in some ways the offense, and in others, the defense has stood tall.
Injury-filled season last year.
I feel honored, and it's just great to be able to come back, and it makes me more excited to play this year.
Does that add some more motivation this year, knowing how much you missed last year because of your injuries?
Yes, it was really hard not being able to play, but it gave me the outside view of being on the sideline and just knowing how much I miss playing and stuff like that, and I can't wait to play this year.
What have you seen from the incoming freshmen so far?
We have a lot of talent coming from the incoming freshmen, and I'm so excited to be able to play with them because they've showed how much they deserve to be here.
Coach, you mentioned a lot more offensive firepower, particularly from the freshman group. You notice a difference, uptick maybe in scoring from just the practices you guys have had this fall that maybe you didn't have last year?
Yeah, I think the freshmen, or some people like Kirsten and Allie, they have really shown that they are deserve to be there, and they've really finished every opportunity they had in practice, and I know it's gonna reflect a lot in the game.
Just being able to go up to Denver this weekend and have an exhibition game, to be able to put stuff on tape where it doesn't count for real, at least before you guys really open the season. How much of a good opportunity is that for you guys to go face Division I competition without it having to count against your record?
I think we're really excited because it's our first game and everyone's traveling, and I'm pretty sure everyone will get to play, and it will be fun for all of us to play together because I feel like our team chemistry is a lot better than it was last year.
Is it cool just to be able to go to Denver?
Oh yeah, I love the mountains because there's just so many mountains here in Lubbock. So.
Denver.
Denver's always a great game. It's super fun, and it's great to see our team come together and play their first game together in a real setting.
What can you guys take out of that first match? That it's on the road, it's up in the altitude, it's against another good opponent every year.
It's definitely a challenge with the altitude, but we figure out who has it and who wants to play and who wants to work hard for our team. So it's a great start to our season.
How's your off-season workouts?
Our off-season workouts are always tough, but especially our freshmen have stepped it up, and they've really brought us together, and we've been working really hard all summer, so it's exciting.
Is there anything specifically you were working on this past summer?
I have been working on free kicks.
Coach, you mentioned a noticeable difference in just offensive firepower, particularly from some of the freshmen that have come in. You notice that same sentiment that you guys just been able to put the ball in the back of the net a little bit more than maybe last year?
Yes, we definitely have a great forward line coming in, and they're just going to help Jade and Nat and all the other forwards out, and they've definitely brought a lot to our forward line. And they're helping our defense get better because they've been so strong.